Collagen in your body goes down by about 15% when you go into menopause because your estrogen is gone and your estrogen works with your collagen. And of course, we are spending, 50 quid on creams for our face. We are spending absolutely nothing on creams for our vagina. And we should. And it shouldn't really be creams, it should be vaginal estrogen, which is super safe, even if you've had breast cancer. And it brings back the tissue, it brings back the collagen, and if you're lucky, it also brings back your sex life. Because 51% of women in the polls we did for those Davina McCall programs said to us, menopause has profoundly affected my sex life in a negative way and my relationship. So I constantly meet people who are struggling, and that is one of the simple little things you can do to make such a difference, and possibly also take testosterone. But the other big thing that's happening is your brain is completely rewiring. And there's been all this stuff in the papers this week about our grey matter going down in menopause, and I'd like to say that study is it's full of sloppy holes in the science, and I'm going to write about it on Friday at my Substack. But anyway, what happens is your grey matter does go down a bit in menopause, but it also starts to come up after perimenopause for many people. And a wonderful woman called Dr. Lisa Mosconi has written a book called The Menopause Brain, and she is the sort of most advanced menopause neuroscientist and has done the most research, way ahead of us, and she's in America, and I've interviewed her. And basically, when your grey matter comes back, you might come back a slightly different person. It's probably why we were witches and crones and healers, all the things we did in later life in the past when we kind of came out the other side. And the other thing worth knowing is to keep the energy up in your brain. It is really, really useful to have your hormones back if you can, in terms of longevity, in terms of dementia, in terms of brain protection, but also just in terms of keeping your memory and your joy up, because estrogen and serotonin are deeply connected in your brain, and it really, really is worth thinking about looking after yourself, looking after your body, looking after your hormones, so you can look after your relationships.